This one moment to please ask you all to have a moment of silence for the causes that I think Josephine Baker will be extremely touched by and moved by to the point of doing something. Today I was going to bring candles, but I thought it would be more important to not have the candles because we are the light. So, with the energy of Josephine Baker, who continues to shine her light even after her passing, I would like us all, as we are here on this earth, to continue shining our light, fighting for the things that we believe in. I believe that she would have been extremely touched by the sadness of losing Madame Aham, if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, my apologies if not, but that amazing woman who fiercely, without fear, showed her hair proudly, lost her life, and thus started a movement that should have been, that in my personal opinion, was a long time coming. It's important for us all to remember that if we're not for women, none of us would be here. So it's extremely important for me to say that I believe, without a doubt, Josephine Baker will be fighting for women's rights, for each of the women who have been hurt, who are being abused, and for all the rights. It is extremely important that we fight for those rights continually because the respect for women is the utmost importance, in my personal opinion. Again, if it were not for women, we would not be here. Number one.
Amen.
Number two, I think she would be extremely moved with the senseless, insane violence that is caused by racism, attacking women, men, and children, incarcerating them, and worse, that is definitely a problem in the United States, but of course internationally. And I think it's at a point in 2022 where it's sickening and we need to just stop. Racism is a sickness and people need to get help and get healed from it. And I believe Josephine Baker would definitely, as she did in her time, would shine her light to speak out against those injustices. I think Josephine Baker would say the same thing for the community, LGBTQI+, trans, so on and so forth, who are being accosted and attacked and almost witch hunt to a certain point. The unfortunate lives that were lost in Colorado, several lives of trans people that were lost throughout the world, it's just time to stop all this senseless violence because of opinions. It's time to stop, and it's time to actually live and make life better. That's what Josephine was going for across the board, for everybody of every race, religion, pathway. Josephine Baker wanted people to live their fullness. A lot of people don't know that Josephine Baker encouraged a lot of men who were dealing with, am I a man, am I a woman, I want to become a woman, and she supported them. She says, honey, follow your heart, follow what's going to make you the happiest. And I know some of them personally, so I'm very proud that Josephine Baker spoke and said, follow your heart. I did, and I'm happy. I think that's the point of this evening, is that Josephine Baker, in this moment, speaking through us, though we are few, we are still many, saying, I want you all to live your fullest, your brightest, and to be happy. So I would like to just take a moment of silence for all the lives lost, all the women's lives lost, all the LGBTQI+, A+ people's lives who were lost, and all the brown, black, and POC and their allies' lives who were lost, to say thank you for standing up, and we will do better.